Happy birthday, everyone, and welcome to the Happy Birthday Podcast with your hosts, Jackie and Dan, the #1 podcast on ApplePodcast.com, dedicated to the birthdays you know and love. So without further ado, take it away, Dan.
I watched that new O.J. Simpson documentary on Netflix, and there was one piece of analysis I really wanted to share with you two that I thought you'd both really enjoy, and it was this.
I analogized it to a big-ass bowl of spaghetti. You're given a big bowl of spaghetti to eat, and you start eating that big-ass bowl of spaghetti. And all of a sudden, as you're eating, you come across a roach in that spaghetti. What? There's a roach in this big-ass bowl of spaghetti. Now, do you continue eating that spaghetti? Or do you throw out the entire bowl because the spaghetti has now been tainted?
I would keep eating it because it would be rude to the staff at the Casa Calabria to not continue eating it.
I would eat it.
Can I don't know if I want more context on that, actually.
I mean, it's just such a smart question because it is just, I mean, it's an age-old question, really, because a lot of people do have to ask themselves that. A lot of people they say, I don't know what I would do because, it's so wasteful to throw away a whole bowl of spaghetti if there's a roach, and I'd probably just, pick around the roach.
So I killed
I'm
her.
sure so many people would say that. They would just pick
Well, that
around the
wasn't
roach
OJ,
like you would do
Jackie.
with O.J.
So then I
Simpson and the
murdered
murder
my
he
wife.
did.
Who was that, Kato Kalin?
Oh, I ate Domino's pizza last night, and I've been going into the bathroom by myself all
I did
day.
that
So
with
if there's
Jets.
noises that get picked up on the microphone of me messing on myself, I'm sorry. Now a word from our sponsor.
Dominic's has canned hams on sale. Complete your Easter dinner with 5-pound canned hams. Agar $8.99 and Dubuque $9.99 through Wednesday at Dominic's.
Okay.
I played a show on Valentine's Day at the crib.
Shout out.
People were moshing. One guy was on top of another guy's shoulders moshing.
At a coffee shop?
Yes, they were whipping around, dude. One guy was down on the ground doing that one Russian dance from the dance video game.
Yeah.
Oh, from 8 Crazy Nights?
Yeah, it was wild. Wiki wild. Yeah, it was so cool.
Wow, one guy was hopping up and down the counter going, "I'm Pickle Rick." Jackie was doing deadpan bumpkin music. People were spinning around. Oh, well, you do.
That's why you don't serve Americanos at a rock and roll show.
It's cool because they serve alcohol, too.
They do?
Yep. They have wine
They serve
and beer
alcoholic
and
coffee.
liquor.
So it's basically 4 Locos.
Yes, and everyone was freaking out.
I watched a Jason Statham movie this morning, bright and early.
You're doing movies in
And
the morning now?
I do movies in the morning, and I watch the genre of Jason Statham movie in the morning. And I watched a movie with him this morning, and it's a movie where he's a homeless man who goes to live in another man's house. And it's just a classic Jason Statham movie, but he's a homeless guy, and he breaks into a man's house, and it's a gay man's house. And it's a gay man's house, so of course it's the whole house is decorated with pictures of nude men's asses.
Uh-huh.
And so the whole movie takes
What
place
movie
with
is this?
the literal backdrop of nude men's asses behind him the whole time.
Well, Jackie was talking about watching the movie so she can flick the purple bean. Sorry, that was gross.
What movie are you talking about?
Also, shout out! This is our first
called
show in front of a
Hummingbird.
live audience. We have a live audience here tonight.
Yes.
I'm Dan Pasco. I was born 1988.
No, that was so funny.
I'm Jackie, October 12th.
I do have a voicemail from our hotline. Should we check that out first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also have 2 other things. I have some listener mail that I need to get to, and also I have a segment that I want to do in the bottom half of the show called Revelations. And if you remember last week, I said there was something I wanted to talk about, but I couldn't talk about it because I didn't have the material prepared for it.
Uh-huh.
This is what that is.
Okay.
But should we check out this voicemail first?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. There we go.
Hold on. Sorry. Got to connect to the internet via the Wi-Fi real quick. Forgot about that.
My password.
Password. Penis 69, 69, exclamation point, password, okay.
Jackie's mom has got it going on.
And
Exclamation mark.
Got it going on. Josh's mom 69. Okay, he's
No.
running diagnostics. Diagnostic. Uh-oh, I have to go to the bathroom.
And run.
Okay, run, okay.
And I gotta go get a cup of coffee.
:/Internet Explorer.exe, enter.
the fuck is
Invalid command. Okay, hold on a second.
Open the file.
Geek Squad is on the way. Geek Squad is on the way. They're at the door. Hold on. Geek Squad, open up. Okay, come on down. They were troubleshooting. Yeah, you got too much dust on your computer. You got to wipe that off. Oh, okay. What is that, French onion dip? No, got out of here. Thank you. Here's a tip. Always tip your Geek Squad member. He's coming out here on a Sunday, and it snowed this week, so the roads are a little rough. Okay.
I don't want
damn
to
it.
hear about
Oh.
whatever kind of minute snow you may or
Yeah,
may
shut
not have
the
had
fuck
out
up.
there.
Oh,
We had a
suck my
goddamn
dick, you bitches.
snowpocalypse.
Hey, we
so
invented
much
that.
snow.
It didn't snow that bad, actually.
We're buried.
We're buried deep. Can't
I
get
have
out.
to. I have to turn my heat off. Oh,
I did
got
turn my heat off, actually. You're welcome.
I'm gonna bring the heat. Should we play this voicemail?
Yes.
Okay, let me open up my computer, connect to the internet. Jackie's mom has got it going on. Josh's mom also 6969696969 question mark exclamation point invalid. Oh, you have to change the password. Okay. Dan's mom is no, that's not right. Okay, we got it. Ready?
Okay.
Listener voicemail. Let's see what they said. Here we go.
Hey guys, I actually tried calling like weeks ago, and then I forgot. I had to go to the bathroom. It's just a long story why I did not continue to call or leave a message or whatever. But I just wanted to check in, see how everyone's doing. It's been a while. I'm doing okay. Just hanging out by myself as usual. But things are good, and I hope things are going great with you. Give me a call back at your earliest. Baba Booey, Baba Booey! Baba Booey, Howard
God,
Stern,
bitch.
Damn it.
What a dick.
Was that Howard Stern? It sounded like him, especially the part about going to the bathroom.
He sounded really sad.
I straight up, when this is done, I might watch that Jason Statham movie again, or another movie in the Jason Statham genre.
Oh, I like a lot of those movies I can recommend.
Crink?
Would you agree that it is a genre?
Yeah, well, there's a couple different ones because there's like the Crink one and then there's like the heist one.
Well, it's just any movie with him in it.
Those are his two genres.
In one of the Crink movies, I remember seeing it at one time, part of it, and he does he play Crank?
Mm-hmm.
And
He's Mr. Crank.
For some reason, there was a bunch of action going on, but then he took a minute out to have doggy style sex with a woman on a public street.
Yes.
And I was like, that was the first time I'd ever seen that in a movie.
And then they did Christmas with Crank, which was crazy, but it was also good.
Crazy, but also good is what it says on the DVD. Quote, Josh Limata, local man.
Roger Roper. One thumb up.
Rogers and Ropes. Well, what else? You know what? Speaking of movies, I don't know if I mentioned, I didn't see it myself, so I can't offer a full review, full disclosure. We're not sponsored by
back.
this, but are you ever really back, though?
I was trying to
Jacko?
find a pair of scissors, but I can't.
Yeah, okay.
Somehow can't find
You want to do a little scissor ASMR for the people?
It's me cutting Jell-O with scissors.
You make a Jell-O salad for your husband?
Yeah.
What's in
Every
there?
day.
Ham and mustard? Ham and mustard?
It's like ham, mustard.
All I want is ham and mustard.
Yeah, ham and mustard.
I sound like Sword in that. Literally sounds like Sword.
Sounds like Sword, looks like Mr. Beast. The perfect man. 10 out of 10.
Thank you. No one's ever called me a perfect 10 before, but when you put it that way, it's undeniable.
Oh, yeah.
Later on, I'll never forget this later on, but later on we'll be at the after party because this is the end of the show, Saturday Night Live. Thank you so much. I want to thank our musical guests. We had a lot of them tonight. We had Paul Simon. We had the Backstreet Boys. We had the Flatbrook Blues Band. Get up here, Bobby. Come on. And once again, I want to thank Colin Quinn, who improvised Weekend Update for a record-breaking 12 hours tonight. He did not stop to take a break to even go to the bathroom. We had skits where some of the cast members laughed a little bit because they thought in dress rehearsal, the costumes that they wore were different. And the costumes they wore tonight were even crazier, so they really broke out laughing. And I want to thank Peter Davidson. He's doing mental health this week, and he is doing great. I want to thank John Mulvaney. He's got a new wife. She looks amazing. I want to thank Sarah Jessica Parker and the whole Sex and the City crew.
And our resident aptronym, Kristen Wiig.
Yes. Okay.
Wig.
And Colin Host.
SNL aptronyms. Kristen Wiig.
Bone Yang.
Bone Yang.
Because he tickles your funny bone.
Melissa and I have been talking about, well, it's mostly me trying to get her to watch the Obama biopic that came out in 2016 on Netflix, biopic. And for some reason, and she obviously doesn't want to do it, but we were scrolling through movies on Peacock today, and we just saw that what's those three guys, the freaking SNL guys that do this. No, the stupid. What they do this? There's a ginger one, and they do.
Oh, please don't destroy the Nepo babies who do.
They made a movie.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, we watched the preview for that today, and that looked. I'm not even just saying this. That looked somehow even more boring than the Obama movie.
I've seen some of their skits and bits that they do. They are controversially Zeppo babies, most of them, and I'm not even saying. Yeah, they're like sons of former rebels and shit.
That's great.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm gonna like more, the Obama movie or their movie?
The Obama movie by a country mile. And I'm not even trying to be annoying. Those guys are punishingly unfunny. I'm not even just saying that to be a contrarian.
Well, thank you for agreeing with me, and I actually can't wait to report to you guys on what I think about the movie Barry. Okay. If you want to watch it also, we could talk about
Obama. Well, let's pull it up right now. Can you pull it up on your phone?
And just rip through it? It is on Netflix. It's about his relationship with Anya Taylor-Joy.
Bruh.
I know.
Do you want to guess first, or should I guess first? Should we do it typical or standard?
I'm gonna say it is
Barack
the
Obama.
birthday of
Coco Obama. Barack Obama posted a selfie of him and Michelle on Valentine's Day, and I have to say,
a face swap.
she just looked like Michelle Obama usually looks wonderful, but it was just a horrible picture of her.
No, some of my friends posted the most hideous pictures of their wives, and they were like,
Yeah.
"To my beautiful soulmate," and it's like she's not wearing a bra and she's in her jammy shirt. Like, don't post that.
I love her even when she looks fucking ugly
Yeah.
as shit.
Don't
That's
do
my
that.
day one.
She's gained a lot of weight over the years, but I still love her. We're so used to each other. I just walked in on her in the bathroom, and look how cute she looks.
My ride or die. She's looking up from the toilet.
It's like you had no posts on Valentine's Day. Who'd you guess?
Patrick Swayze.
Oh, no. Try
Robert
again?
Downey Jr.
No. You're on the right track in one smally significant way.
It's a man.
Oh, big time.
A white man.
I want you to guess a few more random loose ones, and if you start to get in the ballpark, no pun intended. Well, there's no pun there either. Then I'll let you know, because I think that you will get in the ballpark eventually, but right now you're in a whole different kettle of fish. Or a different...
So it's not like an entertainer or a movie guy?
No.
Okay.
He did some interesting things in his life, though.
I'm going to say...
Can you guess again of which
Can you
celebrity
not
has a...
hear me? I'm thinking.
Can you speak a
Hello?
little lower, please? A little lower?
I'm going to say today's the birthday of...
Yeah, who do you think, Jackie?
Charles in charge actor. What was that guy's name?
Scott Bauer?
Yeah. You said it wasn't an actor guy.
No, but you're close.
I
I can give you a birth. What would someone gain notoriety for, if not fame, notoriety? Born on this day, 1949.
Philanthropy?
Opposite of philanthropy.
Stealing.
Yep, he's a famous stealer. He's one of the reasons that CVS is going out of business. Shoplifter. Yeah,
And he was born
famous
in
shoplifter.
the 40s, you said?
Born in 1949, not a stealer, but a criminal in his own way.
1949 criminal. Was he like a mobster?
No, he was. This is unorganized crime, though. He must have been kind of organized in the way that he went about it. But he was.
The bomber. Kentucky.
Oh,
City
you
bomber?
think Ted Kaczmarski? No. Worse.
Did this guy kill people?
Yes.
Yeah.
And in fact, is the second most prolific American serial killer, with initially convicted of 48 separate murders committed between the early 1980s and late 1990s.
We talking Bundy?
No, less handsome. More of a freak.
ugly
More of a freak than
freak.
Bundy. You might not know his name.
Is it the Kool-Aid guy? Tom Jones?
No. That guy wasn't a killer.
Let this color be a hint.
Al Green.
I was just talking about Al Green the other day to some friends, and I told
Green
them about the...
is a hint?
Yes.
For
Do you
a
know about
serial
Al Green
killer.
with the grits? Do you know about that?
Me?
Woman dumped a hot pot of grits on him when he was in the bathtub.
The hell?
Goddamn.
That's a true story. I know it sounds like bupkis, but look it up.
That's
look it
what
up.
women used to do back then.
Yeah.
Boiling pot.
She could have just been trying to feed him.
Green serial killer, like Green Goblin, or Green is his name?
Green is in his nickname, but I guess Green Goblin also.
Green. Green isn't his nickname. The Green Killer.
Maybe you don't.
The Green
The green
State.
what? The green what killer? Green
The
State.
Green Garden Killer.
You're getting closer. What else?
Green
Words.
Grass.
Or landmarks.
How about?
Green River.
Yep. The
Nice.
Green River Killer. Who? Do you have heard of him?
Maybe. I don't know.
He did most of his kills in the early 80s, so kind of
Okay.
not your era. I thought you loved true crime, Jackie.
No, my New Year's thing was I don't do true crime anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. I quit. I don't do Dateline or none of that.
Oh.
I know.
Ah.
So this guy's name
Yeah.
is
Can you guess?
Marlon Brando.
He shares a first name with an actor who is famous for having a TBI.
Famous mentally
I'm sorry, my mucus,
challenged
eating the
actor.
Domino's last night, my mucus is all
Oh, the big
bummed up.
huge guy from Princess Bride.
No, Andre the Giant didn't
Yeah.
have a TBI. He was just
He was just
big and
huge?
slow.
Oh, he had a pituitary gland issue.
Yeah.
You thinking of
which
that?
actor has a TBI that shares a name with a serial killer? That's crazy.
Right.
I don't think I
Right.
know that.
This actor that I'm thinking of, I think, flipped on a motorbike with no helmet on and bunged his head up.
Was he married to like Sandra Bullock or Pink or something? Was it that guy, that motorcycle guy? Jesse Jackson?
No, he was in
Reverend
the Buddy Holly. Happy birthday, Reverend Jesse Jackson. Yes.
Can you get me his name a different way, perhaps?
It's also a city in Indiana.
Muncie. Mundy.
Yep. First name Muncie. I think Muncie's a cute name
Indiana.
for a girl. Jackie.
I do too.
Muncie
Love
Lambert, your daughter.
If I had a girl, I'd guarantee I'd want to name her Jackie so bad.
Yeah. But you can't do that. Only men are allowed to name their kids
No,
after their
you
own
can do
name.
that.
Jackie Jr.?
Exactly.
Like on The Sopranos.
I have never seen The Sopranos.
Put it on right now. It's a good series. Speaking of true crime. Or, no, that's not true crime.
I forgot what we were talking about.
Woke up this morning,
Indiana
ate myself
has
some
what
cum.
cities?
Yeah, let's get a quick list of the cities of Indiana with Indiana A to Z with Jackie Lambert. Go ahead.
Indiana has Indianapolis.
Yeah, but that's not this guy's name. Listeners already know.
Indiana has
His last name's...
Wayne. Is it Wayne?
No. You don't know the actor who was around in the 70s and the 80s who fell off his motorcycle and hit his freaking head and is one of the most insane people of all time?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know the lore, at least. I've never heard that.
How else do I...
He had a Comedy Central show in the early 2000s called I'm with blank.
Her,
we're not
Hillary
looking-
Clinton.
But we're not looking for that last name. We're looking for his... You know so how do we get her there? I don't want to just hand it to her on a silver platter because she's been too entitled
worst
for
city
too long.
in Indiana. It is a bad one.
Yes.
It's pretty bad. If you've been to Indiana,
Never
you
have.
don't want to go here because it sucks.
It's the same first
South
name
Bend.
as
worse than
South
that.
Bend is beautiful. That's Pete Buttigieg. You shut your mouth.
I've never been.
He's the future of the fucking Democratic Party.
What does it start with? What letter?
G.
Gregor.
It's the same first name as the guy that did the Far Side comic strip.
Gary.
Yeah.
Indiana.
See? And then last name sounds like it could be the name of like a neighborhood. It would be the path that the way that you would go along a ridge.
What?
Like
What street is the library on?
She doesn't know that. She got
In
her
Marquette? The
Yeah.
library is on 3rd and Arch? Bluff. Gary Bluff. Gary Ridge. Gary.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Gary Ridge.
Gary
Like
Ridge.
way. Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
Gary Ridge Way, the Green
All
Garden
right.
Gary
Killer.
Ridge-
Oh,
The Green River
Goblin
Killer.
Yeah.
Goblin from Spider-Man.
Very good. And I'm not going to play the music because I don't have the soundboard pulled up, but I am playing it just in spirit.
Yeah.
I'm playing it right now, Jackie.
You didn't give
right
us
there.
music last week, I don't think. You guys.
No.
Yeah. Well, I
Not
did.
in.
I did other stuff. I
It
played.
makes me sad when I don't get the song.
Happy
birthday,
In the middle of the night.
Happy birthday. Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast?
All right. Wow, Jackie. So you don't know the Green River Killer. You don't know Gary Ridgway.
No.
He killed a whole lot of young ladies.
Dang. I hate when they do that. Like, kill anyone else.
Like a lot in a short period of time in the same geographic region. He's a Pacific Northwest hero also.
Nice.
And here's what I'm thinking, Jackie. Are you there?
What are you thinking, Dan?
True crime. Now,
really
you
right
might
here.
be taking a little breather from being a true crime girly, it sounds like. But you know who's not, Jackie?
You.
The whole rest of the frickin' world, okay?
A lot of people.
So
are doing that.
I thought, well, it's so popular. People do true crime. There's shows about it. There's podcasts about it. And so I thought today what I'd like to do is a little show within a show. And I'm going to do a true crime podcast with you guys. We're going to do a sort of a backdoor pilot for a new podcast. No pun intended on that backdoor
Nasty.
pilot, by the way. This new true crime show called Murder I Hardly Know Her that I'm going to host about. And from what I understand, I don't listen to a whole lot of true crime podcasts because I'm not a woman. But I think they mostly just like kind of look through Wikipedia articles and comment on them, you know, engage with the content and engage with the listeners, right?
I don't know.
Okay. How do you not know?
I've only listened to like 2 true crime podcasts. One of them is just the audio from Dateline.
I know
And
that
the
one.
other
I
one
turned you on to that, by the way,
was
which you never give me credit for.
An attorney who worked for the whatever Justice Project where they like release criminals who aren't criminals.
They are criminals. and they're flooding our cities, and they are Democrat voters.
Yeah.
The Let the Murderers Out project.
Yeah, that one.
Free the murderers.
Free the murderers.
Get them back on the streets.
Kamala was gonna start the free the murderers. All right. Okay, so just help me out here, guys, because I need some support, because I didn't really write a whole lot. So can you help me out here?
I didn't write anything for mine. It's gonna be fun.
What's up, everyone? It's Dan here, the host of Murder I Hardly Know Her, with my assistant hosts, Jacqueline and Josh. This is the podcast where we do deep dives into all the great murders and serial killers that are out there to learn about. We got a lot to talk about today, but first I got to say shout out to our sponsor, Liquid Death. And no, don't worry. This may be a true crime murder podcast, but don't let the name scare you. Liquid Death does not kill you. It's just bottled water that comes in a can. So it's not bottled at all. That's the beautiful thing, is it comes in a cool looking metal can of water, and it even has this cool gothic lettering on it. It almost looks like a can of high gravity beer, but really it's just awesome bottled water that comes in a can. And Murder I Hardly Know Her would not be where we are today without the support of Liquid Death. So log on to liquiddeath.com today and order yourself a big pour of water. Guys, before we get into it, I just want to ask you, how's your weekend been going? The Grammys are coming up.
Take your time.
Jackie, what have you been getting into?
I worked today. I had to go to work.
Womp.
So Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer. Do you know about this guy?
No.
All right, well, we're going to do a deep dive today. And Gary Ridgway, the first thing you see as soon as you pull up his freaking Wikipedia is one of the first things you see is, first of all, his name, Gary Ridgway. And then it says he was born February 18th, 1949. So today, on God, is his birthday. I am not making this up.
Bruh.
So he was a American serial killer known as the Green River Killer. Have you ever seen a Green River, Jackie?
Yeah, they do that like on St. Patrick's Day. They do that.
Oh, do you think there's a connection there?
Was it in Chicago?
No, not even close. He was born in Salt Lake City, Utah. So maybe you want to call him
the Salt, maybe.
It's kind of crazy that he came from a white lake, because the Salt Lake has to be white, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he was a serial killer, and most of his victims were alleged to be, you guessed it, sex workers and other women in vulnerable circumstances, including underage runaways.
Wow.
So this guy, he would strangle his victims.
Oh.
Usually by hand, but sometimes using something called ligatures. And I don't even know what a ligature is. What is that?
It's like a rope.
Okay. Which is crazy, because he would shoot and after strangling them, he would dump their bodies, often returning to the bodies to engage in acts of necrophilia. Okay, do you guys know, we have to hold up for a second here. Do you guys know what necrophilia is?
Yes.
What is it, Jackie?
When you do stuff with a dead guy.
What stuff?
Like butt, front butt, mouth, ear.
I have never kink shamed, and I never would, but that is freaking disgusting, dude.
Yeah.
There's bacteria in there, maggots.
Teach his own.
So anyway, he did these murders in Washington and Oregon. Wow. But what happened was, when he was a kid, his father was a bus driver who would often complain about the presence of sex workers, it says here. So his dad would come home from work driving a bus around Salt Lake City, Utah. And you can just imagine, I mean, Josh, what do you think he would be saying to his son when he came home from work complaining about all the sex workers he saw on the bus?
I'm 40 years old, almost.
And I'm driving a bus.
Whores everywhere.
Goddamn whores everywhere.
Yeah. And that's going to have an influence on a kid. If your dad comes home reeking of bus and says, well, guess what? His mom says, how was your day, honey? Well, it was fine, except there were whores everywhere once again. Whores here, whores there, whores everywhere.
Yeah, a kid just wants his dad to have a good day at work. So he's going to do whatever he can to make sure he has a good day. Including making whores.
It's every boy's dream to see his dad have a good day at work.
Exactly.
But how are you going to do that with all these Salt Lake City whores? So, Ridgway had 2 brothers. Okay. And he had 2 brothers, and they would face, it says, corporal punishment from his mother, which, what is corporal punishment? Who's he, Jackie?
Corporophilia is
corporal
when
punishment.
you
Right, that's humor.
corporophilia is when you do like poop stuff.
But this is, his mother would hit him with belts or sticks for minor offenses. So I got to ask you guys, which one would you choose, belts or sticks?
Sticks.
Sounds like Josh is going with belts. So he would later on, he would tell defense psychologists that as an adolescent, he had conflicting feelings of anger and sexual attraction towards his mother and fantasized about killing her. Now, I cannot confirm right now if that is appropriate or not because I have not found pictures of his mom. She might have been a perfect 10. And if that's the case, you really can't fault him for being attracted to his mom.
Yeah.
Right, Jackie?
Well, that's like normal, but most people don't also kill.
Well, he didn't, but he thought about it, and he shouldn't have been thinking about that. He should have been thinking nice, loving thoughts about his mom.
Right.
So it says here, Ridgway is dyslexic, so he's neurospicy, so you might want to cut him a little bit of slack. But here's where it starts to get a little weird, okay?
Okay.
We'll be right back. Hey, listeners. Life comes at
Hey,
you
listeners. I've been using Tushy now for 3 years, and I have to tell you, Tushy, I don't give a shit enough to flesh that out. I'm tired. I've actually been kind of sick this weekend.
Commit. What are you tired? It's Sunday.
No, I honestly have been a little sick this weekend.
Just
I
a
have
little,
been.
You just kind of don't feel good a little bit.
Melissa, have I not been sick this weekend?
Don't bring her into this.
I think she's making pagoda egg rolls for dinner, so.
All right, thanks from that word for tushy. So here's where it starts to get a little messed up.
Should I leave this going? Do you like it?
This is appropriate for what's about to happen.
Okay.
So when he was 16, that's like when a lot of kids are starting to like get their driver's license.
Yeah.
You know, finger cheerleaders, whatever it is that you do when you're 16.
Yeah.
Smoke grass. But this guy wasn't into that. When he was 16, he stabbed a 6-year-old boy.
Ew.
Who survived the attack.
Oh.
Now, Ridgway had led the boy into the woods and then stabbed him through the ribs into his liver. All right, guys. You all know that I'm proudly child-free, but I've been around kids before, nephews, nieces, and I'll admit, they can be kind of brats sometimes. Isn't that right, Jackie?
Yeah.
But I gotta ask you guys, what would a freaking 6-year-old boy have to do to get you to stab him in the liver? Jackie?
I don't think that would ever happen.
It could, though, and you could easily be in that situation before you even know what's happening. So what would a 6-year-old boy do to tick you off so bad that you have to take him out into the woods and stab him in the liver, Jackie, through the ribs?
I guess if I had some sort of, like, traumatic brain injury where I thought...
like Gary Busey?
Yeah, where I had to do, like a Babadook-type sacrifice. Or no, Slender Man. Slender Man.
Whoa, trigger warning. We're talking about Slender Man here. I guess he didn't get in trouble for that, but I guess it was a different time.
Oh.
Maybe it was a boys will be boys sort of thing.
It's just one stab.
It was just a kid.
He's learning and growing.
So then he joins the military, okay? He joins the Navy and goes to Vietnam. And I've been to Vietnam. And honestly, when I was there, there was one guy that I did want to stab in the liver, but I won't tell that story.
That's the quote to go under your military AI picture. I've been to Vietnam, and honestly, when I was there was one guy I did want to stab in the liver. Just to remember, that was the quote.
So He was in the military, and while he was there, it says that he had frequent sexual intercourse with sex workers and contracted, what do you think he contracted, Jackie?
Gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea. Have you ever seen gonorrhea?
Yes.
In person?
No.
What can you describe what happens to a guy when he gets gonorrhea?
Bumps, pus, lumps, smell, itch.
Sort of like a French onion dip sort of thing?
Yeah.
So he got arrested. Wait. Oh no. Guys, we're sponsored by Tushy. You don't need to buy toilet paper ever again. Hold the phone. Listen, the world's getting crazy out there. We don't even know if there's going to be toilet paper in the future, but we always know there's going to be water. And you don't want to be the brown water killer. You want to be the clean butthole killer. And by killing, I mean killing the germs in your butt with Tushy, the new bidet system that we're going to hook up on your toilet. If you use promo code Murder I Hardly Know Her, I will come to your house and hook up your Tushy tonight. All right. We've only been going for an hour. Come on, let's get going. Let's get going. So people described him as friendly but strange. Josh, have you ever met someone that you thought was friendly but strange?
Yes.
And that's crazy, because that could be anyone. Apparently, he had an insatiable sexual appetite. How does that sound, Jackie?
Sounds awesome.
So he murdered at least 71 freaking teenage girls near Seattle and Tacoma, Washington. Shout out, friend of Murder I Hardly Know Her, Jordan Eskenazi, who prank called us with the Howard Stern call earlier in the show.
God, that's so many people.
Isn't that like? Can I step out?
Wait, how many was it?
71.
Yeah,
that's a lot of numbers on the board.
And I actually like. I'm talking as me right now, but like I know it was a different time. We didn't have DNA and all that, but like, how do a guy does that in the same area 70 times? You can't catch him. What's going on here?
They didn't want all the whores.
I think they just
didn't care.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just didn't investigate those ones.
This was like a Dexter situation.
So here's where it gets weird. There were also 2 confirmed and another 2 confirmed suspected to be confirmed victims found in the Portland area. Jackie, I live in the Portland area, literally. Okay?
That could have been you.
So I guess this guy got the memo early on keeping Portland weird, because some of the stuff he did was so gross.
Yeah.
Do you know how he would usually kill?
Strangulation.
Yes, and what it says here was he dumped the bodies, and it says he occasionally contaminated the dump sites with gum, cigarettes, and written materials. Gum and cigarettes, Jackie.
That's how they catch bad guys.
They couldn't have gotten his gum print off of his gum?
Yeah. The hell?
So I'm trying to find, where does it say how he did it?
He bring other people's gum or his gum?
It might have been a red herring of fake gum to throw them off the trail.
Don't you guys have a gum wall?
That's actually in Seattle, not Portland, Jackie.
I think that was in Vancouver. Or no, I was
it's
thinking
in
of the
Seattle.
gum ball.
I've seen it. It's disgusting. I'm going to go there and try to clean it. You're thinking of Portland has the pile of used Kleenex. That's our tourist thing. Hold on, I'm trying to find one more thing here.
Ball.
Doggy style. Okay. So here's what he would do, Jackie. And this is important because this is how you avoid being a victim. Are you listening?
I am.
Because you probably meet a lot of guys out in the world that seem friendly but strange, right?
Oh, yes.
And let's say you're going home from, let's say you go to work, right?
Yep.
And it's a cold winter night and you have to walk all the way. How long would it take you to walk from where you work to your house, Jackie? In the snow?
In the snow, it would probably take me an hour. On any average other time, it would be like 20 minutes.
It's farther away than that. 20 minutes?
From my house to work? It's just down the bike path.
Oh. Okay, but let's say you're leaving work and there's this guy here and he has a good truck and he says, I'll just give you a ride, girl. Get in the truck. You'd probably do it, right?
Yeah.
So here's what he would do, because we don't want this to happen to you. I'd hate to see you get ligatured and then have your body covered in gum. he would sometimes show the women a picture of his son to trick them into trusting him. They would engage in sexual activity, and after minutes of intercourse from behind, he would wrap his forearm around the front of their necks and use the other arm to pull back as tightly as he could, strangling them.
Oh.
Now, here's where it gets important, and this is a message for the listeners. This is why you never do doggy style on the first date. Listeners, take the pledge. No doggy on the first date. You need to trust who's clapping them cheeks from behind, okay? Because if someone's back there, they can literally do anything. And it doesn't even have to be killing. I mean, you're vulnerable to tickling, slapping, back slapping. What are you looking at right now? Would you please engage with me?
I'm listening.
You're looking at something.
I'm looking at my shoes.
Sniffing. Also, you just don't want a guy just like looking at your asshole either. That could be embarrassing because you could have a little crumb of shit or something that you don't even know about.
And that's easier to deal with when you've gotten to know someone a little bit first.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's no harm, no foul. Well, hey, a little foul. I'll allow that.
Yeah.
So that was a rare audio recording of Gary Ridgway hitting one of his victims from behind. Can we hear that one more time, Paul? Or Josh?
Wow.
That last one was fatal.
Damn.
So, paint. Hold on a second. Doggy style. God damn it, I'm kicked out of my computer. Hold on a second. Jackie's mom, 6969. All right, listeners. Guys, are you tired of your hair getting fluffy and dry after taking a shower? Don't worry. Shemp's shampoo has got you covered.
Shampoo.
That's what Jackie's idea. Shemp's is the slickest.
Shampoo.
Shampoo. Shemp's is the slickest shampoo on the market today, with the highest amount of grease and lard legally allowed.
I'd like to do an ad for Pagoda egg rolls as well.
Okay, you're coming up next. One wash with Shemp's and your locks will be slicked down and stringy with an oily vaudeville sheen. Shemp will not make your hair curly. But yes, listeners, Shemp's brand shampoo was previously known as Curly's, but due to unforeseen circumstances has been renamed Shemp's, as it actually was before it was changed to Curly's. But never mind that. Just log on to shempsformen.com today and order yourself a huge stinking tub of the slapstickiest shampoo on the market today. Shemp's. It comes in a big metal tub. Okay. So, authorities, some of the cops involved with trying to track this freaking guy down, they found near one of his victim bodies, a unique kind of spray paint was found on clothing wrapped around the victim's neck. But the paint was not tested for 20 years.
Yeah.
If it had been tested at the time, it would have been easier to link the murder to Ridgway. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you find paint, test the paint.
Well, they didn't have the testers back then.
What was the
rapid response?
So sometimes he would come back and he would do sex with the dead bodies.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, he was a suspect at one time, and he passed a polygraph test. Josh, do you think that you could ever pass a polygraph test?
No, I don't think I'd ever take one because it doesn't matter what it is. No way I would pass one. I'd be so
nervous.
scared.
I'd be nervous. Yeah. As soon as they hook me up, it'd be like, whoop, whoop, or whatever noise it makes.
It's like they hook your nipples up to that car battery, and right away I'd be like, fucking just...
But what is nice, we're not going to go through his whole life because honestly, some of the shit he did is just despicable and I can't condone it. He did eventually get caught in 2001.
Jesus Christ.
And
he was doing that for like 40 years?
Well, actually, most of his victims, let me look this up, and this is actually true facts. The confirmed 47 that he did in a 6-year span, and then he.
So you've accidentally made this fascinating.
And then, I know. I'm sorry. And then he did.
You've accidentally riveted me with true crime.
All right, well, let's just fucking get into it. He did. The vast majority were between 82 and 84. Then one more in 86, one more in 87. Then another one not till 1990, and then one more in 1998.
Damn.
And that actually does. I'm actually riveted by this because like it does that. I think is so odd to like stop doing it and then just every now and then be like, one more.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like when you put
he probably just lied.
Oh, maybe.
Or maybe when you put the guitar down for a few months, and then you see it over there in the corner of the room covered in dust, and you're like, I should put new strings on that. And you pick it up and you start playing it, and then the next day you're playing it again, and all of a sudden you're playing it a few times a week, and 2-3 times a week comes 4 times a week, and then next thing you know, you're strangling a woman.
So last but not least, so he's still alive, Jackie. He's in prison right now.
Oh, okay.
So if he's listening right now, do you have anything you'd like to say to Gary Ridgway?
Fuck you, man.
Gary,
you suck.
we lost a good generation of whores because of you, and that is
That's a lot of good whores. That's a lot of good whores because of you, dude.
It's a very dignified, it's a good profession. It's the oldest profession, some say. Many people are saying. And
whores are saying.
I don't think you should have done it. I don't think you should have done that. I think
No,
there's
it
other guys you
stinks.
could have been killing.
Yeah, for example,
Mr. Beast and
Jackie.
yourself.
Don't say that shit. He's
He
a billionaire.
wasn't even alive yet.
All right, Jackie's making an appeal to let Gary Ridgway out for a conjugal visit to normal world to kill Mr. Beast and then go back into prison.
No, Jackie.
You cannot call for people to die on
You
the
said
podcast.
that you want all billionaires to die, and that man's...
Jack, stop it.
Do you think
Gonna
I would
get
go
us
out
fired.
here?
Sorry, guys.
And you gotta think it must have been frustrating to be one of the pimps of that area of the time, and you're doing the books at the end of the month, and you're thinking, my inventory is way down. So last but not least, I do want to honor some of the victims. And don't forget to sign up for the Murder I Hardly Know Our Patreon. We're going to be posting some very graphic images of some of these murder victims. And you can comment below on what you think really happened. But the Wikipedia article, here's where it gets fucking crazy. It has a list of 49 confirmed victims. And all I want to say is some of these names... penis.
Yeah.
Let's pay tribute to some of these.
That's all you want
fallen.
to say?
Yes. You know what? That is all I want to say. We'll read the victims in the Patreon. hbdpod.com/ or Patreon. Patreon.html/index/ the Happy Birthday Podcast at SwordKing090.bluesky.
Happy birthday, everyone.
We'll be right back. So I already read my live ad read.
Bruh.
Everything but the crust.
Fuck. Before we do Jackie's segment, can I show you the listener mail that we got?
Yeah.
Shout out Anthony Ducher.
Tony! Hey, buddy.
Hey.
He sent us
Hope he's
on
doing well.
our Instagram direct message inbox, which is always open, listeners. Instagram is out of control these days. Mark Zuckerberg has made it a more masculine place to hang out. And you can go on there and send us any message you want. And this is a message that we got from Tony, and it's a video. And what I want to do is I just texted it to you guys. It might take a minute to show up on your phone. But, and I want you guys to pull that up and just describe to me what you're seeing. It's a video, and we can hit the listeners with the link for this video at the end. But Paul, maybe if you can, Paul and Jackie combined, if you can tell me what you're looking at when you see this.
This is a man in one of those little hats that like guys from England or
the
like
Peaky Blinders
Scottish guys
hats.
wear. He's got a horse by the neck and he's wrangling this horse side to side. It says horse in pain can't lower head, and this guy's just wrenching on this horse.
This guy's breaking the horse's neck to kill
horse's
it. To let it out
lips
of
are
its
just
pain.
wiggling. And
Can I watch it? I don't want to watch a horse die.
I think he's about to rip the horse's head off.
Oh, is he doing like chiropractic? Chiropractic?
He's pracking.
He's jiggling it. He's jerking it around. His jaw's going nuts.
HBD reacts.
He's jacking its head.
Oh, you know what's really crazy?
He didn't have to put peanut butter in his lips. He's talking like Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed, no peanut butter required. Man, that's one of the great Hollywood jobs that probably doesn't exist anymore. The horse peanut butterer. Because no one does practical effects for talking horses these days, right, Jackie?
Mm-hmm.
That's true. You have to do fake horse.
Here's where it gets really crazy. You have to do fake horse. You can't make real horse in a movie anymore.
They're cutting the horses out of the films.
They're
used to love
wasting the
seeing
horses' time. They're filming the scenes and cutting them out of the finished picture.
They're
Thank you,
they're
Tony.
putting green blankets on the horses and little ping pong balls all over their backs to motion track different animals on top of the horses, and frankly, it's gross. We used to be able to see the horses, big, beautiful horse, and we love them, but then PETA stepped in and said, no more, it's not friendly to the animal. Can you believe that? Friendly to the animal. I said, wow.
That last part was really good. The PETA walked in. They're like, I'm PETA Griffin. Right, right guys? Right?
Listen to this.
Whoa.
Jackie just quiffed. Oh no.
Orange cum.
Jackie's hosting an orange cum Coca-Cola. How's that first drink taste, Jackie? That's a custom flavor that you ordered from the Coke
It's bad.
custom
It's
shop.
not good at all.
Are you about to do a mukbang?
Mukbang. No, I thought that might be good, but it's actually really bad.
What's a mukbang?
Mukbang is
Girls
when
eats like squids on camera.
yeah, it's like you get like a big fatso and they drink like a boot full of shit.
Listen,
Glass
I'm going to
boot
take a
full of
break. I need
shit.
to go turn my heat back on for
Wait.
2 minutes and use the ladies' room.
Okay, and I want to tell Josh something about horse movies while you're gone.
Okay.
One of Ridgway's victims was
This is a
found.
horse.
Was found in a town called Enumclaw, Washington. Do you know what happened in Enumclaw, Washington?
Is that the famous site where they ran all the horses off the cliff for that one movie? That
Yes.
John Wayne movie?
And that's what made people think that horses dive to their death off a cliff every year at spawning season. But it was actually staged by John Wayne. They made the horses. No, it's worse. It's where Mr. Hands is from.
Oh, I guess I knew that was up in that region. That
Yeah,
makes
and you know
sense.
what is
Even Claw.
so that made me in 2005 the Enumclaw horse sex case occurred on a farm 5 miles northwest of Enumclaw. Do you think that people in Enumclaw are like, actually it was a little outside the city limits, so
I know that guy. Yeah.
yeah. You know what's nice about listeners? If you don't know the Enumclaw horse sex case, or Mr. Hands as it's colloquially known, it was a guy who liked to get not to penetrate a horse, though he might have done that too, but he liked to get penetrated by a horse and filmed it and got killed by the horse penis. And what I think is nice, because I couldn't help but read that Wikipedia article once I saw that come up in my links, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to read about it. You got to pay tribute, right? Sign up for the Patreon and we'll be posting the Mr. Hands video.
I remember the first time I saw that.
But what I want to say was the guy, Kenneth Pinion was his name. And he had Mr. Hands had a couple friends that they would all get together and do this kind of stuff. And I think that's kind of beautiful that even in some small town, you can find a couple guys that are into your vibe.
Yeah.
Shout out to the participants listed on the Wikipedia article for the Enumclaw horse sex case. They are Kenneth Pinyan, the titular Mr. Hands, James Michael Tate, Douglas Spink, and last but not least, a stallion. And I'm gonna guess, Jackie, that today, or wait, I can just play commercials till she comes back.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't know shit about Gary Busey, huh?
No.
Guys, my freaking stove was on.
Oh, were you sticking your head in it and then thought, no, I should?
The burner was freaking on.
Do you have like a sound?
Were you doing knife hits?
Do you have a sound coming from your house?
That is my heat. It will be off shortly.
Jackie, I'm gonna guess that today is the birthday of Chris Griffin.
Ma, there's a monkey in my closet. It's a Jehovah's Witness.
Whoa!
That's a whole episode plot. Did you guys not see
Well,
that
can you
one?
give me more Family Guy episode plots off the top of your dome, please? Please? Please describe
Everything but the
Family Guy
crust.
episodes. Are you there?
He's not listening.
We're all gone.
I'm asking you, Jackie, to describe more Family Guy episodes.
Oh, I thought you said Paul.
No.
I'm pretty sure you said Paul.
Whatever.
I've never watched that show once. I've never
Describe
even seen
a Family
single
Guy to me.
second of it.
There's a chicken. They say bird, 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 bird's a word. They run around. Chicken destroys the town. Next episode, everything's back to normal every goddamn time.
I'm going to guess today is the birthday of Jeff Skunk Baxter from Session Music and I think early Steely Dan.
No, I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Do you
Way
know who
off.
that is?
No.
Well, let me guess another man. Way off. So I'm going to say it's not a man. It's not a musician. I'm going to say it is a female dilettante.
Yes.
Really?
What's dilettante?
Like a Paris Hilton sort?
Debutante.
Yeah, like a coming out and a quinceañera sort of thing.
This lady is American.
Okay.
She is beloved. She's had the same job since
Ayn Rand?
let's see.
We already
She
covered her.
started that job.
Spunk. What job did she do? Oprah?
1982 is when she started her job on television. And
It's Oprah, isn't it?
no.
Oh.
I think 2021 is when she left that position.
Was it over vaccine mandates?
It could have been. That could have been the reason, but
Was she a news?
She was not a news.
Was she a nudes?
She was always clothed in very nice outfits.
Very nice outfits. Think about some of the best dressed women from the 80s and 90s. You have Christy Brinkley. You have Sinead O'Connor. Janice
She wasn't on the
Jackson.
news. She was a presenter, however.
Okay, so like wait a minute. No, wait. Vanna White is still spinning letters. Is it Vanna White?
It is Vanna White.
She has nude.
Beautiful singing voices, great energy. You've got everything.
Penis. Vanna White,
White, indeed.
Wheel of Fortune. Guys, before we move forward with this segment, I have YouTube pulled up on my other computer, and I have a recommended video Okay, there's a few recommended videos. One of them has a picture of Chris Griffin. That was why I could not stop myself from saying Chris Griffin. Another recommended video is a clip from Real Time with Bill Maher from this week, and it looks like Kid Rock was on the panel. So maybe we can pull that up later and watch Kid Rock on Bill Maher. Vanna White, Jackie, I have seen
Vanna
every
White.
episode of Wheel of Fortune. It is off and on at my aunt and uncle's house. Personally, it's not a game show that I love myself because I think the puzzles are too hard and the wheel is unfair.
Well,
The
that's
wheel-
too bad because today we are playing
Oh, no!
Wheel of Birthdays. Are you ready, Dan, to guess which celebrities have a birthday today?
Yes, where's that wheel? Can I spin the wheel?
I actually don't have the wheel, unfortunately. So you are just going to have to guess the letters in these Jolly Good Fellows names.
Can we pull up this Kid Rock on Bill Maher real quick? Let's watch
Pull up
that with the
some
sound
Jolly
off.
Good Fellows. I will give you a category, and you will guess the name. I don't have anything prepared, so give me a moment.
Okay. Do you want me to read more about Gary Ridgway's victims before you get ready?
I'm all set on true crime, I think.
No. What am I looking for here?
He would do necrophilia days after the bodies had been laying in the woods.
Stinky.
I saw Nicole Brown Simpson's head cut off in that fucking Netflix
They cut her head
thing.
off?
I'm probably
Wait,
good.
did they show that on TV?
They fucking showed so much more than I needed to see. Probably.
Wow.
regret
I don't want to
watching
watch that.
It was worth watching it to see the spaghetti quote, but the rest of it just bummed me
While
out.
Jackie's getting ready, can you give me that spaghetti poem one more time? Do you have that handy?
I analogized it to big ass bowl of spaghetti. You're given a big bowl of spaghetti to eat, and you start eating that big ass bowl of spaghetti. And all of a sudden, as you're eating, you come across a roach.
Okay, I'm ready.
Spaghetti.
Wait,
Category is
Wait.
artists.
What? There's a roach in this big ass bowl of spaghetti. Now, do you continue eating that spaghetti? Or do you throw out the entire bowl because the spaghetti has now been tainted?
The category is artists.
Okay.
Artist.
Artist. A-R-D-I-S-T.
1933 is the year, and I just realized I'm going to have to learn how to write backwards.
No, it flips it. It flips it. So it looks backwards to you, but it looks forwards to you.
Okay, great.
So, Jackie is kindly holding up a whiteboard that looks like she bought maybe at Michael's, I'm going to say.
I don't know. I've had this for a long time.
Boom, whiteboard. Listeners, I do not have a whiteboard. If you want to send me one, Jackie's address is 213 North 3rd Street, Ishpeming, Michigan. She will hold it for me, and I'll pick it up next time I'm in town. But right now, she's holding up a whiteboard, and the first name is 4 blanks, and the last name is 3 blanks, and the year is 1933, which I'm guessing she's putting there because that's the last year that Zeppo was part of the Marx Brothers?
This is the year this jolly good fellow was born on this day.
Artist. What kind of artist are we talking about? Should I guess a letter?
Yes, you just have to guess a letter.
Do I have to buy vowels?
No, you can have free vowels. Today's
Okay.
free vowel movement day.
It was free vowel movement day because I pooped so much because of the pizza that I ate. Edit that last part out. I don't want to talk about that.
You brought it up first thing.
A.
I'm sorry, there is no A.
Really?
Correct.
If I was on Wheel of Fortune and they denied me that the letter was not there, I'd be like, "Are you sure?"
I double checked.
Oh, I think there's an S. Can you check again? Vanna, go check these letters again. Can you look behind all of them?
Is
and let me
S
know?
your next?
Oh, S. Yeah, sure.
Sorry, there's no S.
God damn it! What kind of artist are we talking about?
You can't ask questions.
Just asking questions.
That's not how
Which-
you play Wheel of Fortune.
Okay, well, that's how we play Wheel of Fortune in my house. There's questions, there's answers, there's brotherhood, there's horses. We should play Guys Grocery Games sometime. The three of us running wild in
Just
Econo
choose
Foods.
a couple more letters because we've got a lot more to go.
T.
What was that?
T.
No.
Well, what the hell? 3-letter last name?
Correct.
Artist.
Uh-huh.
Grover, no. Nate Tan? Art Van. Art
There's
Van?
no A, there's no
Oh.
S, there's no T.
Stain? No.
No.
E!
I'm sorry, there is no E.
Are you hangmanning my ass right now?
No, we're doing Wheel of Fortune.
They hang people on that show. They strangle them from behind when they do
Strangle,
doggy.
yeah, exactly.
Were you guys threatening to strangle me? First you
I'm
said
gonna doggy style strangle you, Dan.
So get it together.
listeners, sign up for the Patreon. Jackie will be doggy
Enjoy my
style
ice ASMR.
strangling me. Oh!
Yes.
Thank God. Kid Rock?
There are three O's.
O's. I'm looking at blank O blank O blank blank O. Blanco blanco blank blanco. I'm gonna guess B.
No.
Oh, I thought
no
it was
B.
Bobo Boo. Bobo Booey. Howard Stern's anus. Bobo Booey.
The category is artist. Born in 1933 on this day.
Did you learn about him in art college?
No.
You're trying not to answer the questions, but I have to ask questions or else I'm just guessing letters. Lolo?
You have to guess letters.
I know, and I'm
Can't
doing that
ask
too.
questions. Just say a letter.
I'm guessing letters and asking questions to make
You have-
conversation with you because you're
you
my
can
friend,
have
and people are
ultimate,
listening to this right now. People are
unlimited
listening to
letters.
this right
100
now.
of these, you gotta
There's so
just
many.
guess letters.
Why?
She's gonna do too many
Why?
of these.
The letter Y. I'm not asking you why.
Yes.
The letter Y. God damn it.
The letter Y does appear once in this name.
Yo? Is his name YOLO?
I never
In other
said this was
news,
a man.
To get with the times, classic indie rock band Yola Tango was changing their
You're
name
gonna
to
feel so
YOLO
stupid.
Tango.
You're gonna feel so
Oh,
fucking
Yoko
dumb.
Ono. Yoko Ono.
Would you like to solve the puzzle?
K.
K is in the...
You forgot one of the O's, Jackie.
K is in one of the words.
Yes. Can I solve?
Yeah.
Yoko Coco.
Yoko Ono, born on this day
You
in
forgot.
Tokyo.
You forgot the O.
I forgot how to spell, okay? I'm not Vanna White. That's why she had that job for 100 years.
And because she had rockin' tits.
Yeah, and
big
Jackie
boobs.
lied. There is nude Vanna White.
She
Oh,
does
I don't wanna
yarn
see
now.
that.
What?
She sells yarn at Michael's.
Okay.
Nude.
Do we need another word from our sponsor? Or are you going to write something down? Yoko Ono born 1933. Do you know what year John Lennon was born? Do you know who John Lennon is? Do you know who that is?
Yeah, John Leonard from Beatle.
He was born 1940. Ladies and gentlemen, Jumpin' John Leonard bought himself, married himself a cougar.
He bought her?
He bought her fair and square.
Okay.
And all I could say is, I hope you saved the receipt, John.
Category is
Paul McCartney done married a woman with a wooden leg.
female recording
Yeah.
artists.
Born
Oh,
1980. Oh God! And I'm looking at
It's
blank.
gonna take 100 years.
6 blanks and 7 blanks.
If you just guess letters consecutively, it'll take about 30 seconds for us to get through this.
A.
Yes, there
Why
is
does
an
anyone
A.
get through it? I'm trying to make it fun and last so people.
There's just so many more to do.
Okay. B.
There's no B.
C.
Don't do this.
You're ordering me to do it. You're like, come on, as many letters as you know. Faster, 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 pussycat. I'm a doggy style strangle yays.
A.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot how to spell Ono.
Yeah, what did you think it was?
I just did
Yoko-
so many
Yoko
O's. I was
Bono.
like, there can't possibly be any more.
Did Yoko Ono and Sonny Bono ever honk on Bobo? You have to ask yourself, if Yoko Ono and Sonny Bono honked on Bobo, do you throw your spaghetti in the garbage? Give me another one. Holy mother of God.
What do you mean?
Oh, wait,
give
it's
you
the same
another
one.
one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You guessed 2 letters.
Yeah, the first two letters. So there's no B, but it's blank, 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 A. You said female recording artists? Oh, but that's the category, but it's not. It's one person.
Correct.
One
guy.
E. Wait, it's not Brenda because there's no E, though. E.
The letters are confusing you, I can tell. Yes,
You're confusing me. There's no wheel to spin. There's no wheel to spin.
I don't really know how the wheel incorporates into this part of the game. But
The
I only know
money.
this part. Yeah, I don't get that.
You either win $100 or you land on the spot that makes them rain down a bunch of roaches on you. E blank 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 A blank blank E blank 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 blank. Listeners, please pause the show and help me. DM HBDPOD on Instagram. We are looking at first name blank E blank 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 A, last name blank blank E blank 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 blank. Speaking of blank, I'm blanking on this freaking female recording artist. I don't know who it is. Apparently she's turning 45 years old today. And she's
Amelia, no.
She's still.
Don't look at the top.
Is she still? Does she still?
Not
does she? Does she sing still?
You can't actually ask me questions. On this part of the game, what you do is you say a letter, and I tell you if that letter is in this person's name. And then once you get enough letters, you can say, "I'd like to solve
Z.
the puzzle."
Z.
There's no Z.
Oh. So it's not one of Elon Musk's kids. Hello.
Correct.
Did you see that Elon's kid was in the White House and he told President Trump to suck his dick? Did you see that?
That was sick. It was based.
Can we start recording? God damn it. P.
P. There is a P.
Really? In her first name?
No.
Pamela Anderson. Oh. So listeners, please. Penis. Did you play that because I said Pamela Anderson? Oh no, because it looks like it says P. Peenie. So the letters that are not included are B-E-Z. And then listeners, please DM us HBDPOD at Instagram, Twitter, wherever you get your followers. And it says blank E blank 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 A. Last name blank P-E blank 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 blank. The 4 blanks after the P and the E. I don't know how many I said there, but so the last name again is blank P-E blank 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 blank. Blank, 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 blank. That was right. I was just saying it to myself to make sure I counted it right. There's not 8 blanks at the end. There's only 4.
Correct.
Speed? Is her last name Speed?
Would you like to guess a letter?
Oh, T.
Yes.
Okay. All right. The third from last letter of her last name is T, listeners. Spetch. S.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If I get it right, am I allowed to sing one of her songs?
Yes.
So she 1980, so she's turning 45. Do you think she still looks great for her age?
Oh yeah, she's a cutie.
Oh, so I can ask questions then there?
You asked me a personal question. I love to talk about myself, so keep them coming.
I asked you a personal question about if this singer still looks great for her age.
In my opinion, yes. She's a cutie.
When you bought, well, I'll ask you another personal question. When you bought that new flavor of Coke, oh wait, did you just take it home from work or did you buy it at a store?
No, I bought it at the store. I was like, ooh, I gotta try this.
Did you say anything to the guy at the store like, new soda? Did you say anything?
She was a woman.
Oh.
Oh, that's different.
And no, I did not.
Oh. Do you remember that one time when I was visiting in the winter a couple years ago and we stopped at the one of the Ishpeming Mini Mart gas stations and there was some weird slot machine in the corner and I went and played slots while you guys waited in the cold car.
You were so addicted to gambling, and I was like, it doesn't give you money; it just gives you fake.
It's like
money.
vouchers for Ishpeming convenience stores.
Yeah, for gas.
Well, it didn't matter because I was never gonna win.
You lost a bunch of money.
Okay. So what? Blank E blank 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 A. SPE blank T blank blank. SPE blank T blank blank. Spetch? C!
No, I'm sorry.
My aunt and uncle really do be watching Wheel of Fortune. I'm not lying about that. Bonnie and Ray.
Ray and Bonnie?
Yeah.
Gets him every time.
Ray and Bonnie. Can we move this along? I'm so bored. Hello.
Any other letters you can think of?
Welcome to Severance, where we take your brain and make you freak out. Ow! You ran me over, you asshole.
Sorry.
Ow!
Spelta.
In the Afterbirth bonus episode, I'm going to make you guess letters of every single Jolly Good Fellow I know.
Okay, I would like that. I like letters.
Oh!
Yes.
We're looking at blank E blank 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 A. Last name S-P-E blank T-O blank. Spetnon? N!
Yes.
Looking for a hot middle-aged woman who sings, and her last name is Spetnon. Oh, Regina Spektor! Can I solve?
You can solve.
Regina Spektor!
Yeah, Regina Spektor.
Wow. And I know Regina Spektor is a famous singer. She is famous from women's music. It is exclusively women that listened to her music.
Yeah.
And she did the one song that was like, how did it go?
And then he fucked me.
Well, he asked if I wanted to fuck him, so I said yes. He took me in his truck, and then we made a big old mess. He grabbed me from behind and choked my neck till I went blind. Then he dumped me in the woods and covered me in chewed gum.
Let's do one more or two more.
No, I want to do like 10 more of these.
Category is Austrian medical professors.
Okay.
Ooh, fun. Good time to be born for an Austrian man.
An Austrian. Well, I'm seeing a 4-letter first name, and I cannot quite... Is that 8-letter last name? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's hard to count because you made one of the lines really, really crooked. Like bad.
I'll fix it.
One of the lines
yeah,
is
please
jacked.
fix that. I can't read that. So it's a 4-letter first name, so it's not Joseph Mengele. Right?
Right. But you can't ask questions.
And
Just
I think he was
letters.
German anyway.
And I'm going to start with A.
All right. A. And a second A.
Austrian scientist? Blank A blank blank. Last name A blank 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 blank.
Correct.
You fixed the crooked one. They're still not perfect, but I can tell you did the best you could. What would be an Austrian first name?
Just choose a letter. Just say any letter.
Oh! Oh! I'm guessing O.
Sorry, O is not in the name.
You're fucking... Well, you're not being anything. You're not being a fucking anything. I take that back.
Just a regular girl.
I'm just a regular girl. I want to fly away. No O! Fudge! Except I didn't say fudge. I said the word. The F dash dash word. I called my old man the F slur. What did you just call me, Ralphie? I called you a bleep, Dad.
Let's keep this train
Made that
moving,
movie
boys.
so much funnier.
Any letter.
You F. When he drops the lug nuts. Dad, you're such a F. What did you just call me? I called you a freaking F, Dad. That's what I thought you
Suck
said.
at this.
S.
S. Yes, S is in the
Jackie's
name.
ticked off. I'm sorry I'm ruining your Sunday, Jackie.
No, I was just thinking about how I want to water my plants after this.
I didn't ask to be born, you know. Blank A. Hans. N. N.
N is in the name.
It's his first name's gonna be Hans. Blank A. N. S. Last name A. S. Blank 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 blank.
Listeners already know.
H.
H is in the name.
Let me not even guess. Hans. And I'm going to assume there's also an H in the last name that you forgot to put in there. Hans. Do you know who this is? Had you heard of this person before, Josh?
I'm very familiar with this man.
Wait a minute. ASPERG. Oh, no.
Would you like to solve the puzzle?
I would. Jackie? I think this is the birthday of the late, great Hans Asperger.
That is correct.
Oh my God, our Lord and Savior, Mr. Asperger. Although they don't want you to use that term anymore. They're just lumping it all in with autism. Whether you're, you punch and fight your teacher at school or you're just a big Three Stooges fan, it's all autism. And it's all under the same umbrella.
And you can say whatever you want.
Because it's Chunks America.
You punch and fight your teacher.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, the teachers would fight back.
I still remember in third grade.
There was some good
threw
sparring
a
partners.
desk at the teacher. It was one of... I don't know if you guys ever witnessed anything like that, but just
you can do that?
Remember when we used to
just
get
like
gold cards?
dude.
In middle school, they'd give us gold cards for being good kids. You remember that?
I saw other kids get them, yes.
I got one once because a girl
Merit
threw
cards.
her shoe at my head. And I just pretended it didn't happen because she was special needs.
Oh.
The aide was like, good job for not doing anything. Okay, the category is...
Right? Oh no, there's more.
Hang on. We're going to splice this. So this is crazy. Let's finish this game in the afterbirth. Now we're going to use this.
Right.
We're going to use this exit a little earlier on in the episode, and then we're going to cut it about 20 minutes before
We've
this.
only done 3, by the way.
Right, and we're gonna do the rest in the afterbirth because I cannot do this for another 2 hours tonight.
Can I say this?
How long it's gonna take?
First of all,
so let's finish the show and then we will. We will splice this in earlier.
Can I do my segment Revelations before we go, or should I save that for the afterbirth?
Should save that. Well, let's just cut. Man, we'll cut. And good to see everyone this week. And thank you for listening.
Sorry. I'm just sorry about
to
this
the Happy
week.
Birthday podcast. You can find us the following hashtags: Country Bumpkin, Cheetah Chrome, Yoko, No, HBDPOD, hashtag JGF Gang. Let's bring that back. Thank you to God. Thank you, Jesus. And
thank you, President Trump.
thank you, Trump. Follow us over to Patreon to listen to the rest of the episode. I'm going to keep doing this, and Dan's going to keep guessing a letter.
The next
I'm
person
going to get up and I'm going to get a diet soda, and then I will be back. And also, we're going to put this about 20 minutes before this.
I might literally go get a bowl of hot soup.
That's fine.
Yeah?
I don't mind.
Okay.
Jackie, do you mind if he gets a bowl of hot soup?
I guess.
Actually, I got to pee too.